projects did you deliver?
My project was about well, it's supposed that we have a company that exports avocados to from Michoacan to California, and we expressed all the process, the different Incoterms that you need to export, the package that we use, how we transport, and all that kind of things.
Oh, that's amazing. That's truly amazing because actually it's a common thing. Well, not a common thing, but it's a very important thing. The exportators from Europe and to California. In the old days, that's how they used to do it. And then people started to export directly to Japan. That would also be an interesting project if you kept the interest in the field because the markup that the Californians have on the avocados is just amazing. In other
Yeah,
words, you sell, you know, topic, right? So there is a huge opportunity there, really. Nice, congratulations, Mickey. Congratulations.
thank you,
What were
teacher.
the challenges of your project?
What were the challenges?
Yes, yes, yes. What did you find the most difficult in your project or the most challenging? Maybe not difficult, but elaborated, time consuming, or what
Mm,
were the.
yeah. Well, at the beginning, get the correct information because there are a lot of information on internet, but not all the information is veridic. So in part, we need to read different articles, see different information, and that's part was a little bit difficult. And today, elaborate the stand. We need to give like the presentation of our product, and that was not difficult, but we spent enough time there.
So that was time consuming, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are some of the normal challenges that take place when you do projects of that nature. But on the other hand, it's really interesting. It's very nice. You share and you spend time with friends, and you get to see the other projects. So I imagine it was really, really entertaining and interesting, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. In addition to your project, what other projects did you find interesting, Mickey, that you can say that were interesting and that you would like to discuss, talk about them, that impressed you in a way?
Mm, uh, there were another project that was about tequila.
Okay.
Tequila, it's converting in one of the most popular things to export. I think, for example, there are famous people who has their own brand of tequila. Oh, here's Mitch.
Mitch. Oh, let me say hello. Mitch, how are
Yes,
you?
sir.
Good afternoon.
Hi, teacher. Pretty great, thank you. Oh, um, well, sorry for being late. I was running in all the places like, hey, someone can borrow me or share me headphones, and I'm here. I was looking for a classroom with no students to use the computer, and now I'm here.
Excellent. Very nice. Well, Mickey was telling us about projects, and he was saying something very interesting that agave has become, or tequila actually, right, Mickey, has become one of the most common products for export. Is that true?
Yes, actually, there are American artists and famous people who has their own brand of tequila, and it's for that reason because tequila is so popular not only here in Mexico, around the world, and it's a good product to export.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, what do you think about the fact that you think about? the fact that some American companies are buying some important tequila brands like Don Julio. What do you think about this? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it relevant for the health of the financial health of the country, or the sun comes out for everyone? What do you think about this comment, Mitch Mickey?
Mm, well, I think that it's good, but not too good. I don't know how to express, but I think that Mexico has the potential to continue uh, continue doing their export, their sales, and I don't think that it's necessary to sell your brand to American or international companies. But at the same time, I suppose that the money that they gave to them it's a good quantity, and that's why they do it, right?
Okay, very good answer. Yeah, I agree with you, Mitch. And I will give you a similar example in a second. What do you think about the fact that some American companies are buying important tequila brands? Don Julio is not something small. It used to be is an icon of the
Yeah.
Mexican tequila. What do you think?
Mm,
What do you think about this?
well, actually, I don't know so many about this business thing, but I think that provokes that Don Julio is Mexican, right?
Was Mexican. Now they sold
Okay.
it to the Americans, but it was an icon of the Mexican tequila, a very good quality. With the Tequilana Weber was the name of the agave plant, which is very fine, and so now it's American. They sold it for good money, like Miggy suggests, which I agree with. What do you think? Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it irrelevant? The sun comes out for everyone. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I think that provokes that the Mexican market lost money.
Okay, how does it lose money? How does the Mexican market lose money? Because this is a good comment.
Well, okay, the brand of Don Julio, they popped in a price. But what about if now it is in the hands of the Mexicans? They want even more that price. Well, of course that has to happen because you both have brand for something, but it is it's money that maybe in general that could benefit Mexicans in this case, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I probably agree with your comment, Mitch. Not probably, I absolutely agree with your comment. But also, I'd like to ask Mickey what he thinks the trend has been for the Mexican tequila in the last decades, maybe. Do you think it's been increasing, Mickey? The price has been increasing. You think the has price and consumption, right? Or you think it's been steady? So we have three possible situations, right? The market, or the demand. Tequila demand has increased. That's that's one thing. The second one is uh, tequila demand has decreased, or you think that, as in letter C, tequila demand has remained steady. Which is your opinion, Mickey? And why would how would you substantiate this your comment, please?
Um, I think the tequila demand has increased and the price obviously has increased too.
Right.
Um, Obviously, I know that now more of the, how do you say, growers,
Growers, yes.
yeah, is focusing on agave because in a long term you can get more money in comparison with other plants or with other I forget how do you say
Crops.
crops, yeah.
Okay.
And obviously the demand of tequila, and I think that the majority of this type of drinks has increased, and, and yeah, I don't think that the demand has remained steady. I think that it's increasing day by day. How do you say?
Yeah, day after day, day by day. Yeah, that's correct. I'd like you. I don't know if you open up Google Forms document,
Peter, sorry, I couldn't hear you. I don't know if it's my
which is
internet or it's your.
Excel. Is can you guys open up document with the equivalent to Excel form? Let's see. It must be here in Forms. You're the Google Forms, right? So okay, is the can you open up a document of this nature with the idea of doing a short, very brief analysis of the profit of different crops versus the latest agave? Why? Because this can be a huge business if you manage this smart and intelligently. This is very positive because you know the potential that there is sheet. I'll open up to do this. You can open up a blank sheet analysis of the profit from the various crops. For example, let's begin with the most typical corn. I have a friend plantation of corn, and he had a yield of 10 tons, 7, no, I'm sorry, 10 tons per kilogram. How much, how many kilograms is 7 yield? In other words, you know what the yield is, Mitch?
It's like
Do you know what is?
huerto? Huerto? No, I don't know.
No, a yield, that's, no, yield es el rendimiento maíz por hectárea. That's yield of corn per
I'm
hectare.
sorry, teacher.
In this
I don't know
case,
if
this
I don't
man
know if
got,
uh, I don't know if it is my internet, but I couldn't hear you very well.
I don't
okay,
either, teacher. I don't know. It's my internet.
Actually,
I was,
Mickey, write you something in the private chat.
okay, let me see. Can you, can you, how do you hear me?
Not well.
Or you cannot hear me?
We can hear you, but the sound is getting
No?
stuck. The you say something, and later I don't know what you say.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me try to talk without the earphones. I'll try to talk without the earphones.
But I don't think that is the microphone, teacher. I think that is the internet.
Teacher, can you wait me 2 minutes? Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you
More or
hear me
less.
okay or more or less?
More or less.
Is it better or is it worse or is the same?
Yeah, it's the same, teacher. Because I don't think that is the microphone. I think that is your internet.
My internet then, huh? Because the signal is about okay. Well, let's see. This gets better. Can you hear me better now, Mickey? Or is the same?
And now I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you better, teacher.
Tell me, huh?
Well, it sounds better when you use the earphones, but now the sound is not getting stuck. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, let me go back to the earphones and I don't know if I should get a microphone because better now. I'm trying to I reduce or is still bad.
Uh, did you say something, teacher?
Maybe the yeah. I said that I was trying to go back to the earphones, wondering if the sound is better. Is the sound better, Mickey,
More or less.
Yes,
Yes.
or
it's
not?
better, but
Can you hear me?
uh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I was asking you to please open Google Sheet Forms and work on the corn. The normal productivity of corn is 10,000 kilograms. So that's the yield. Do you know the price that a Central de Abastos pays for a kilogram of corn, Mickey? Or
No, teacher, I don't know.
okay, the paid price is 7 pesos per kilogram.
It's not pesos
So
per
they pay
kilogram.
you 7 pesos per kilogram in the Central de Abastos for corn. 7 pesos. So
Wow,
how much money do you make in an hectare? How much money do you make? Paid price. So total income per hectare. What is the income per hectare, Mitch or Mickey?
What means income?
Income,
um,
ingreso,
70,000.
Um,
70,000.
70,000, teacher.
So 70,000 pesos. Yes, that's the money that you make by producing 1 hectare of corn, right? The product corn. And how often? Okay, seasonality. What is the season? The seasonality is 6 months. Okay, so in six
Yeah.
months you make 70,000 pesos by planting 1 hectare of corn. Now let's go to agave, right? Agave. Agave produces 4,500 plants, and the yield is 4,500 plants. Or also, you also get Mickey or Mitch, or 2 bottles of tequila. How much is this in your opinion, Mickey? How can you convert this money, this quantity, into money? How can you make the conversion? If they tell you 4,500 plants or 2 bottles of tequila, how do you convert this to money?
Mm,
The bottles of the barrel of tequila per plant.
Right.
How?
Well, there is a negotiated price for plant per plant with the distiller, with the distillator, right? If it is Cuervo or if it's Don Julio or if it is whoever, they negotiate. They tell you, okay, Mickey, in 5 years, I'm gonna give you 80 pesos because with one plant I can make 2 bottles of tequila. You say absolutely not. I want 150 pesos per plant. So you say I want 150 pesos per plant because with one plant you can make 2 bottles of tequila, right?
mhm.
So 1 hectare gives you 4,500 plants, or in other words, how many bottles can you produce with 1 hectare? How many bottles of tequila?
9,000.
9,000. 9,000. And if Don Cuervo or Tequila Salsa or whoever tells you, okay, I'm going to give you 150 pesos per plant, or how much money are you going to get for 4,500? This is bottles. So how much money are you going to get for the 4,500 plants at 150 pesos? Well, you're gonna get 4,500 times 150, right?
Mm-hmm.
Per hectare. Is that true?
Mm,
I
yes.
think it's correct. Yes, right?
Yeah.
It's correct. So, well, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but you say I'm making this money in 1 hectare of tequila. Is it good negotiation or not? I don't know, maybe not. Because
Mm,
how much? Because what is the seasonality of this, Mickey? What is the seasonality? It's 5 years.
5 years, right?
Seasonality, 5 years exactly, 5 years. So, in 5 years. So, how much money is this in 6 months? Well, you have to divide this. You divide this in 10, right? 10 semesters,
Mm-hmm.
which is 10 semesters. So, it's actually about even. It's about the same, right? 10 semesters. So, income per month,
67,500.
yeah, yes, exactly. Income per month. So you say 150 pesos per plant. I am going to make 67, right? Exactly. So what do you do? Well, you divide, you increase the price because this is about this, but this is not income per month. This is income per semester. Correct?
Yes.
So of course you cannot sell the plant at 150 pesos. You need to at least double it, right? 300. But then 300 pesos to produce 2 bottles of tequila. What do you think? Is cheap or expensive?
Mm, expensive.
Expensive, right?
Yeah.
So probably it's about even, huh? So there is not much difference then. And what about 200 pesos? Do you think 200 pesos is a lot of money for a plant of tequila? What do you think,
Oh,
Mitch? Is good money or is a lot? What do you think?
Better you tell me, teacher, but because then I take very bad decisions.
Well, 200 pesos per plant means that each bottle of tequila is going to cost you production cost 100 pesos,
mhm.
and you see that the current price is 400, 500, 600 pesos depending on the brand. So 200 is still a good price to negotiate, but
Yeah.
then then you need to do 200 times, what was that, Mickey? 4500,
Yes.
and that is 900,000 pesos in 5 years per one per hectare, which is 90,000 per semester. Still is not per hectare, 1 hectare, right? It still is not much difference comparing that with producing corn. But the only serious difference, actually, wait, is this correct? Yeah, 90,000,
Mhm.
right? This is
Yeah.
correct, right, Mickey?
Mhm.
Well, in terms of everything is slightly better because then you're saving production costs. You're saving lots of things. That's why many people are migrating idea what they call conversion from grains to agave plant. That's what many people are doing. What do you think of this change, Mitch or Mickey? What do you think of this
Mm,
conversion from grains to agave?
I think that it's something bad.
You think it's bad? Okay.
What means these grains?
Why?
Granos.
Granos, like
Granos.
which are the typical grains, Mickey? Corn. Corn
Corn.
is maize. Wheat. What is wheat?
Trigo.
What is yeah, exactly, trigo. Barley.
Se-
Cebada.
Cebada, exactly.
oh, cebada.
Oat.
I don't know what is that.
Avena.
Cebada. Avena, yeah. Cebada is something that you use to produce beer, exactly. It's another cereal or grain. These are all
Okay.
grains, Mitch. Grains.
Okay.
Um, beans, is beans a cereal too or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe not. Beans, right? Beans, beans. Okay. Frijoles. So these are the grains, Mitch, and also rice. What is rice?
Arroz.
Arroz.
Arroz, exactly. Well, these are the grains, but people are converting, many people, at least in Jalisco and Guanajuato, which has the denomination of origin, have been changing from grains to agave. It has advantages and disadvantages. Which are the advantages, Mickey? If you know, of course, it's very technical, but probably you know advantages.
Sorry, teacher. Could you repeat it?
Which are the advantages of migrating from grains to agave? Which are the advantages of
Mm,
this strategy?
well, I think that the advantage is that you can get more money, and that's why so many growers are migrating from grains to agave. But a big disadvantage, and I know that because one friend has yield and has hectares to grow and that kind of things, right? Um,
Yes, yes.
he said that so many people is migrating to agave, and that's bad because some different kind of products are not being producing the same way, and that's why the price is increasing too in other products because now the growers are more focused on agave because it gives more profit to them, but at the same time affects all the rest of the market.
Okay, so it affects absolutely. For example, now that we are not producing so much corn, now the country is not self-sufficient. So the country stops being self-sufficient in grains. What is the consequence of this?
That we need
Well, like
to
Mickey
import.
says, exactly, exactly. So we need to import grains like corn that we are importing from the US. And what happens when you import corn? What happens with the price?
The price increase.
Exactly. So what your friend says is so true. These are disadvantages. But there are other advantages, Mickey, uh, in addition to the higher margins. That is related to the water usage. What kind of plant agave
Because
is, Mitch? Have you seen an agave plant?
Mm, it's like a kind of aloe, right? No, of course it's not aloe, but it's similar in the aspect.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. It has a similar characteristics. It's actually part, maybe distant cousins, or not so distant. Can you look up? Let's see if we can guess what happens with all this. Can you look up in internet, Mitch, for a picture of an agave plant and share it with us,
Sure,
please?
sure. Agave plant.
Okay, an agave plant. Yes,
Ah,
please.
yeah, of course. Um, in the range sometimes.
Yeah.
This one, you can hear, you can
Yes.
see it.
Yes. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna show this exactly. Now, if you look at the plant, it looks like a cactus in a bit, in a way, or a aloe plant. And honestly, it does not demand so much water. So let's see if we can find the demand of water per hectare of agave, please. I hope that is available, and I'm sure that is available. Water demand of an agave hectare. Let's see if that is available.
Hectare.
An hectare, how much water is required in an hectare of agave?
I don't know exactly. I think that I found it.
Okay. What does it say, Mickey? You want to share that?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay, Mitch. You know, you can continue sharing, no problem. That's
Oh,
fine too. Don't worry.
Uh, uh,
What?
um, can you see it, teacher?
Okay, let me share that. Yeah, perfect.
something like this.
So, agave.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay, I can share yours or I can share Mickey's. I'm gonna share both. Let me share Mickey's and then we go to yours, Mitch. Please make a synopsis
sure.
or let's see if you find. Okay, chemical analysis of agave.
Wait.
Let's say something about the use of water.
I found here that agave outperforms current first generation biofuel crops in water-related impacts, including freshwater eutrophication, uh, 96% lower than corn and 88% lower than sugarcane. Well, I think that I think that I stopped the using of biofuels in the now probably it's not the information that we're
No,
searching.
no, no, but that's also very good information for another reason, and the reason is that from agave you can also generate ethanol, and that is
Yeah.
a side product that you can get from producing agave plants. And what you also said that it requires a 90 something percent less water demand than others. Well, that's an incredible motivator to use to grow agave, right? That the demand of water is much less than when you grow other crops. So on the one hand, you make much higher profits. On the second hand, you don't require so much water. So uh, so those are advantages for you for a grower of agave. You found something else, Mitch? You wanted to share something with us which you found also, please?
Well, just the scheme that I share you. This one,
Okay. Chlorine,
Well,
vitamin, vitamin B3, 7 milligrams. Okay. Vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin B3. Um, okay. Folate. Yeah, it's got all the properties, right? Well, yeah. But thank you, Mitch. Nice information. But for the growers of corn versus the growers of agave, the demand of agave is way less than the demand for. I mean, sorry, the agave growers demand much less water than the corn growers. So there is a big advantage in in a state like Guanajuato. That is, I think, the one of the states that wastes or uses most water, and that statistics must be available also. So I don't know if it's going to be available in English, but in Spanish it's going to be available as the demand of water for agriculture in Mexico. Demand of water for or irrigation agriculture in Mexico per state. If you can Google that
okay.
per state. Consumption of water in Mexico. Well, they have all the statistics. Demand of water per state. They have all kinds of statistics. I don't know if this is the information that we're looking for. Demand of water per state. Demand of water. Okay, in Mexico per state.
I think I have something, teacher.
Okay, Mitch, you wanna share it with us, please? Okay. Oh, that's very good information. Uh, Scars, moderate, medium to
Valerie
high,
said
high,
en
very
by los
high.
pendejos trabajadores sub en que hay hold en invidus. Evil Adolfo the Revenant replied to Miguel Albayo. Valerie said Haj
Ah, caray.
adjective.
Okay, that's
Yo, why no me date?
pressure on water resources per hydrological administrative region. These are the regions. As you can see, Guanajuato is in region what? 8 or 9?
The
I think it's
region,
region
okay.
8. I believe it's
Eight.
what?
I
Region
think
8
it's
or
eight.
8, right?
It is
8.
high.
So very high. The pressure is very high.
Now
Pressure on
it's high.
water. It's high. Yeah, it's
In
high.
the
Yeah.
very, very, very high. I don't know.
Looks like Mexico City or the state of Mexico. Yeah, but number 8 is is high actually, high. That means that we are using a lot of water and we are not restoring the water to the stream. Okay. Well, and if you know that the use of water in any statistics in Mexico is mostly for agriculture, you can save that statistics, Mitch. Save it somewhere, please. And then let's look for an alternate additional statistics, which is uh, use of water per industry in Mexico. And you're gonna notice the agro industry, the car industry are the industries that demand the most water. Let's see what you find, Mickey, Mitch.
Sure.
Yeah, well, you can see that here. Well, you have that here. Look,
Okay.
you found something.
Something. Something like this. You can see it.
Okay, let's see.
The agriculture has the 77%, public
Exactly.
14, industry 4, and 5 thermoelectrics.
Okay, imagine the use of water in Mexico. 77% is used in agriculture. Most of the water, more than three quarters of the water of the country is used in agriculture. And agriculture is using a lot of this water in grains,
Evil
corn.
Adolfo the Revenant said and Nike Kagamas.
And now I know that you guys know a lot about many fields, but what is your take? What is your position, Mickey, Mitch, about the excessive use of corn in food? For example, in tortillas
No, in everything.
or in everything.
Actually, we have to think what going to happen to the gastronomy of Mexico if the corn just disappear. Could turn almost nothing.
Well, what's going to happen? What do you think that is going to happen? Which are the risks, or which is your forecast actually?
I don't know. Most of the dishes of Mexico use corn. Well, I'm just eating right now chile relleno, but but I think are not so many plates of Mexico that you not use corn.
Well, that's true. What is your opinion about the dietary value of corn, Mickey, compared with other grains or with other foods, other products? What's your opinion, Mickey, about the dietary value?
Of current teacher.
Yes, please, Mickey. If you make a comparison between corn and other products in Mexico, where do you place corn? In what value in the scale of usefulness? How useful is
Mm,
corn?
well, I think that current could be that it's something that has essential minerals. I think that includes zinc, magnesium, iron, and vitamins too. And for the Mexicans, I think that corn, obviously mainly tortillas, is one of the most important aliments that the
Foods, yes.
foods that the Mexican dietary has, because obviously not all the people have the money to pay uh, other dishes, and so many people only eat tortillas with frijoles on the arroz, or tortillas with eggs and frijoles. So I think that it's so important to Mexico.
Is that a product that once the production decreases could be replaced? In other words, if say from you, I need to ask you to give us a proposal if we can or if we should replace corn products for something else in the Mexican diet, because the growth of this crop has going down and it's been replaced by many others. What would you recommend? What would you say? What would you uh, say as a consultant to the government, for example? If they ask you to give a suggestion, what do you say, Mich MIky?
Well, sometimes I see that some people replace corn with
Nice.
some vegetables,
Nice,
especially
Alma.
carrots or broccoli, also quinoa, avena. I think wheat. What's wheat?
Yes, 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 correct.
Things like that, right? Food that can be similar or also taste has to taste good, and food ingredients that can support the same processes that the agriculture take to the corn.
Of course, very important comment, Mitch. Thank you very much. What do you think, Mickey? What's your opinion?
Well, I think that if we're talking about grains, we need uh, what's this word? Substitute, or how can I say it?
Substitute. We need to
Substitute.
substitute.
Yeah, we need to
Okay.
substitute with another grain, and could be in this case, like Mitch says, how do you say oat,
Oat, avena, oat. Yes.
wheat,
Oat,
um,
wheat,
how do you say,
rice, beans.
yeah, rice, beans. At the end, obviously, doesn't gonna give you the same minerals. Obviously, there are minerals that oat has. There are minerals that rice has. There are minerals that corn has. But I think that if we're talking about in a dietary way, you can use like a substitute.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. In particular, if it's gonna be like a national trend to plant less corn, to substitute corn with other products, Mickey. Uh, Also, corn seems to be one of the leading causes of is how can you formulate the question? Stimulant of is a precursor of diabetes. Let's look for other word. Not is corn. Well, let's see a precursor of diabetes. Precursor of diabetes in Mexico. Let's see what they say about this. Mexican increase sugar for diabetes from corn based. No. Okay. Um, there is a suggestion that the excess of consumption of corn provokes a little bit of diabetes. What do you think from that? or let's reformulate the question. Does
Has sense.
corn diabetes? Let's reformulate the question. What do you think? Does it or it does not influence diabetes? Does
Well, I don't know, but I don't know if it is for the. I don't know how to say almidón. Or
starch? Starch
starch, or the volume maize of the corn can influence that diabetes. I'm not a doctor, but I think it has to something like that.
Okay. It's not that I'm totally sure about that, but somebody said to me that the consumption of corn in Mexico has an influence in diabetes, but I want to formulate the question correctly to be able to consult it in internet. How would you say, how would you formulate the question, Mich MIky?
Which propriety of the food can cause diabetes?
Properties of food lead to diabetes in Mexico. Okay. High obesity, deficit, healthier options. Why is diabetes? Okay, let's see. High obesity, which properties of food lead to diabetes? And this is a topic for a deep research, believe it or not. People believe that the high obesity is a result of too much consumption of corn, but we need to substantiate that. Okay, it says Mexico has the second highest rates of diabetes and obesity in the world. Imagine, imagine this. Can you get to read it? Mexico has the second highest rate of
Me or
diabetes.
Mickey?
Can I read, teacher?
Yes, please.
Mexico has the second highest rates of diabetes and obesity in the world, with an estimated 11 million registered diabetics in 15.8% showing a prevalence for diabetes, according to data from the International Diabetes Federation, cited by ingredient supplier BNL.
Yeah. Continue,
Likewise,
please. Yes.
approximately a third of the country's adults are obese, and more than 40% don't reach the minimum recommendation for 30 minutes of exercise a day, according to ingredient supplier Naturex.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mickey. Now we have two other interesting paragraphs, Mitch. Can you read them about these grim statistics? Grim is somber or bad statistics.
And while these are grim statistics, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. While these are grim statistics, both companies, along with Archer Daniels Midland Company and Tate and Lilly, demonstrated an FTS and Expo solution that could help improve the health profile of foods of beverage, beverage, beverage
Beverages.
at the Expo BENEO lifted off in chicory root fibers and functional carbohydrates as ingredients that can combat both diseases by supporting weight management and lowering blood glucose, rise and insulin relies better than some competing sugar replacement ingredients.
Okay. Still no evidence of the influence of corn in diabetes. So probably maybe there is no influence. It's just that I heard somewhere, and sorry for being hearsaying, right? This is hearsay, it's like gossip. But I heard somewhere that too much consumption of corn or tortillas has an impact in the number of diabetes cases that we have in Mexico. How would you recommend, guys, that we do this investigation maybe for homework for the next session? Should we divide up the tasks? How can we substantiate this hypothesis, Mickey? What do you suggest we do?
Sorry, teacher. The sound was getting a little bit stuck, and I couldn't hear you very well.
Okay, yeah. How can we do a research about this for homework in which maybe Mitch, you and I, if we have the time, find out if there is really an influence of corn in diabetes and consequently reducing the consumption of corn would be something positive. But this is only a hypothesis. Do you think we
Mhm.
can do some research and find out if this hypothesis is true or not?
Yes,
Sure.
teacher.
I'm very interested of it because I love corn and I don't want to be this.
But this is only a hypothesis, Mitch. Is only a hypothesis, and it must be proven true or false. But it's interesting. I love corn too, but I heard somebody said to me, "Well, Mexicans have the tendency to obesity and diabetes because of the high consumption of tortillas, which have corn." I said, "But that is not substantiated." Well, let's do some research. How about that?
Perfect.
It sounds pretty
Okay, when
interesting.
do we meet again? Okay, Mickey. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yes.
for
Monday,
me
maybe?
to, I think how many classes we have left?
We need to have one, two, three, I think three more because we just had one on Monday and one today, right? Is
Yes.
that it? And
Can we have?
we have pending. Yes,
Sorry, teacher. No, continue.
I think we have two classes pending, right? At least, if not more.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. How many classes are pending, Mickey? Remember? I lost track.
Mm, I think three classes, right?
Three classes. Okay. So let's see if we can do four this week. Maybe one tomorrow is Friday, right?
Yes.
Maybe one tomorrow and one on Saturday. Would that be okay?
No, no, not tomorrow,
No?
please. I am going to be free at science 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
You're gonna be busy.
A
Busy or
lot,
free?
a
Okay.
lot, very busy.
Very busy. Okay. So well, so Saturday and possibly Sunday. What
Sunday,
about that? So tomorrow for sure, like at say 1:30.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow 1:30, and then tomorrow is Saturday. I know. I'm sorry. Saturday at 1:30. Is that okay,
Yes, it's perfect.
Mitch? Okay. So I'm gonna put that here. Classes, class.
Yes, Mitch. We need to have classes
Is that
because
okay, Mitch? Class.
Mickey, I know, but I have to do a project. I'm thinking.
uh, your project is see
1:30.
Betty La Fea every day.
No, no, I have to do something of serigraphy here on Saturday because we are not taking too much progress, and the teacher told us that we have to use Saturday because there is a modality in the school that some students go to Saturday, and I don't know, maybe I can take advantage that my dad going here at Saturday to come here, but uh, weekend 2:30.
2:30 on Saturday.
Mm, or it could be early, teacher. Earlier.
Earlier, well, earlier could be 8 to 9 because at 9 I teach a class from 9 to 12, and then at 12 I give a math class from 12 to 1:30.
For me, 8 to 9 is okay.
8 to 9 is okay?
8 to 9.
How about
Yeah,
you,
it's good.
Mickey?
Teacher. Yeah.
On Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, okay, because I prefer give the class from my house and then come to school and not come to school at 8 and then because I come with my girlfriend and then she's just waiting there for an hour. Can we do the class just 15 minutes before, like 15 to 8 to 15 to 9? Would that be okay?
8:15.
No, no, no.
7:45.
7:45 to 8:45.
Ah, uh,
7:45 to 8:45. Would that be okay?
Mickey, you know at what schedule that starts his work at Saturday?
At 9.
At 9? But he left the house very early.
Yeah, I
What?
don't know. But why?
Because I have to be here in the school at 7. I am, well, could be a little
On
before,
Saturday?
after, on Saturday. Yes, I'm telling you.
It's okay, teacher. 8:45 to 9:45 to end a
No,
little
no, no,
bit.
no. 7:45 to 8:45,
7:45
Mickey.
to 8:45. Yeah, it's okay. Because if we
Okay.
don't have this
Well,
class, we
if
only
there are
have
any issues, okay.
4 classes left, and it's more difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then tomorrow, I mean, this Saturday, we agree on the next class, which would be on probably on Sunday. Okay,
On
maybe,
Sunday.
if it's
Yes,
okay
teacher.
with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Mitch?
Yes, teacher.
And we
Thank you
look
very
for
much.
a funny subject. Okay, you guys take care. See you then. Take care.
Take care,
Bye,
teacher.
Bye,
Mitch.
teacher.
Thanks for your
Take care.
time.
Mickey,
Bye.
take care. Enjoy your afternoon.
You as
Bye.
well, teacher.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Take care.